On today's show, we're here in sunny Corner. It's in between Lithgow and Bathurst, and it's anything but sunny today. As you can see, it's raining, it's miserable, it's freezing, but we're going to have a good time anyway.
The sunny corner forests are quite a mixture, including deep dark pine forests, open clearfield areas, and some new plantations that have only just been established. But the area has some history.
Back in the late 1800s, Sunny Corner was basically a mining town, and there's still some remnants of the mining stuff here today,
And a lot of it is scattered around on a block right here in the small township. Mostly silver was mined, but there is also a deep history of gold mining in the surrounding localities. The mining remnants here, including the miner's house, are all on Crown land and are easily accessible for viewing by the general public. Now normally we would have a destination for our four-wheel drive trip, but today we are simply exploring the forests and roads surrounding Sunny Corner, and we're looking for some more history. In fact, we're looking specifically for some real mines. On the topo maps of Sunny Corner, there are many little mining symbols, and with any luck we will actually find some interesting ones today. But finding these mines may not be an easy task, because this is an active forestry area, and the roads often change and don't always line up with the maps. And with those clouds in the background, the weather doesn't look like it's going to get much better either. This road here looks pretty hopeful. Now we have 4 cars in our group today, and we're all pretty experienced off-roaders, but nothing has really been that difficult so far. This Sunny Corner area would be very good for all types of adventurers and four-wheel drives, including soft roaders. According to our maps, we seem to be on the right track, but there are a few more obstacles to overcome, including a creek crossing that could be a problem with all this rain we've had today. When we get to the creek crossing, we're relieved to see that it's only a small creek and we all get across easily. Over the past few days there's been constant torrential rain in this area, yet these pine plantations is not as wet as I would have expected. This creek is running quite fast, but with the previous few months of drought, the rain seems to have soaked straight into the ground. But where are these mines? We've come to the edge of the pine plantations and are on the ridge line that separates the forestry areas from the natural protected forests. And we are now going to head down into those eucalypt forests, as this looks like it could be the road that we've been looking for.
doing a bit of exploring at the moment. We're going down this big hill here where we think there might be a mine we can explore at the end.
This section of Sunny Corner is a lot more difficult, and the rain combined with the red clay is making progress very slow and slippery. This is where you'll probably need a high clearance and more capable four-wheel drive vehicle. As with any off-roading, if you're going somewhere where you might get stuck or conditions are a bit dodgy, never travel alone. And now we have a bit of a problem. There's a large log across the road which is partially blocking our little journey. Adrian's gone down to do a bit of pruning so that we can attempt to get around. And as you can see, there's just enough room to get through. So it looks like we get to continue our mine hunting adventure. At the bottom of the valley, we've left the cars and are now on foot, as we've seen something along a small track that looks encouraging.
Well, we've done a whole heap of exploring so far and we've managed to find some mines and some mining equipment.
At last we found what we were hoping to, and there's some fairly decent bits and pieces down here, including this large boiler. And based on the track down to the valley, you've got to wonder how they got it down here all those years ago. In the side of the hill is a horizontal mine shaft, and we're heading in to explore it. It's so important to be extremely careful in these mining areas because you never know where there might be an uncovered vertical mine shaft.
Awesome.
This one goes in about 100 metres, but we hit a closed-in area, so it's time to head out. A bit further around the hill we find another horizontal mine.
Hi-ho. Hi-ho.
This one opens up into a fantastic cavern with a large rock opening at the top and a deep vertical mine shaft in the centre. There is still some of the original mine supports, and it's been an amazing insight into the mining history of early Australians. So it's been a very successful day of exploring. Now if you feel like your own adventure into Sunny Corner, you'll find it by simply heading west out of Sydney on the Great Western Highway. About 30 kilometres west of Lithgow, you'll find the turn off to Sunny Corner at Meadow Flats, and it's a further 7 kilometres into the township. Be sure to get yourself some topo maps, and hopefully you'll discover some interesting mines just like we did.